Coming to the stage next is a really funny comedian, and I really like him, and I don't get to see him enough. I'm glad he was able and available to be on the show tonight. Give it up for the very funny Birungi!
One more time. Give it up for all the comedians you've seen so far. My name is Birungi. Where are you guys from? Make some noise if you live in Tacoma. Make some noise. Who else we got? What other cities or towns do we have? Just shout it out. Lakewood, all right. Nice. Compton? All right. Portland, all right. Good stuff. All right, that's enough. I'm from the east side of Africa. And the reason I asked where you guys are from is because the first time you moved to Seattle, Washington, it's always interesting the stuff people try to get you into. Like my tour guide was like, yo, you have to check out the Space Needle. I was like, all right, we'll do the Space Needle. He's like, yo, you have to check out Tacoma. I was like, all right, we'll go check out Tacoma. And then finally he was like, yo, you ain't seen nothing yet. You have to check out the Underground Tour. The Underground Tour. I was like, bro, black people don't do underground tours. We did that 500 years ago. We're done. Only underground tour I'm taking is if the tour guide is Harriet Tubman. Some of you are like, who's Harriet Tubman? I was on a show where I made that joke, and this Mexican dude was in the front, and he didn't know who Harriet Tubman was. And he asked the white lady next to him, and then she was explaining to him for a long time, and he wouldn't get it. And then he goes, oh, El Chapo. I was like, he gets the idea. I do have a name. I don't begin with my name when I do shows because I'm going to be honest with you. I get nervous introducing myself on stage and in real life. Yeah, because there are two types of names. Let's say your name is John. You meet someone, they ask you, what's your name? John. Then you jump right into the conversation. My name is Birungi. That shit doesn't work for me. I meet people that ask, what's your name? I go, Birungi. They go, wow. Birungi! That is such a beautiful name! What does it mean? I'll tell you what Birungi means. Birungi is an African name that means good luck. Yeah, Birungi means good luck. Good luck getting a job. Good luck getting through the airport. Which I think is weird. It's weird that Birungi cannot get me through the airport, but Birungi can get me a job at the airport. We're pushing your grandparents around, huh? Some of you are like, I thought he looked familiar. SeaTac, 836. Wink at me next time. I'll throw an extra bag in there for you. From Uganda. When people find out where I'm from, first question they always ask me is, how did you decide to come to America? I like that question. Here's how it happened. I went to high school in Uganda, graduated. I told my dad, I was like, hey dad, I want to go to America for college. Specifically, I want to go to Seattle, Washington. He was like, no. Don't do it. I was like, what's the problem, Dad? He goes to his bedroom, comes back with a Seattle Times newspaper. I didn't know this guy had a subscription to the Seattle Times. And on top of it was a story. You might have heard of it. It was a sex scandal involving a high school teacher. Mary Kay, I believe is the name. Yeah, he shows it to me. He's like, look, my son, Americans are crazy. Look what will happen to you. I was like, Dad, I think you just made up my mind for me. What kind of threat is that? Don't go to America. You lose your virginity. Needless to say, I flew here on Virgin Airlines. Thank you. I tell people where I come from, but sometimes I'm hesitant. On stage, yes. Off stage, not so much. Because people end up asking a lot of questions. You know, like I was at a fundraiser recently, I met this lady. She's like, where are you from? I was like, Uganda. She's like, Africa? I was like, you guessed it. She's like, oh my God, what kind of neighborhood did you grow up in? I was like, a black neighborhood? She kept coming with questions, and then finally she was like, did you actually grow up there? I was like, yes, 16 years, I grew up, born and raised. And she's like, oh, that's so sad. I know. I was offended. But I think I know where she comes from. People think African kids are very different from American kids. Not true. We like the same shit. Food, family, toys. I'll prove it to you. Even the small things, like clap your hands if you hated going to school sometimes, like as a kid. Oh, same here. Clap your hands if you even faked your own sickness so you not go to school. Same here. I used to do that all the time. My go-to was malaria. Yeah, I'd work up a fever if I didn't want to go to school. Like, oh my God, I'm dying. CNN says there's 100 million cases. I'm one of them. My plan worked like a charm until a man came along. You might have heard of him. Bill Gates. With his anti-malaria medicine. Bill Gates may be a hero to some of you, but that man ruined sick days for millions of African kids. What I'm trying to say is, fuck Bill Gates. Any Africans in the house? Clap your hands if there's any. Holy shit. Dang, Tacoma, did you already build the wall? Here's the crazy thing. I found out recently that as far as Africans go, I look ethnically ambiguous. Yeah. Some people tell me I look Ethiopian. I get Eritrean. I even get Somalian. And which complicates my life. Here's something that's been happening a lot lately. Like I'll be driving on the streets, minding my own business. And then when I stop my car, random people that I've never met will jump into my car. They're like, oh my God, my Uber is here. I used to hate it, but now I just drive. If you jump into my car, you're going where I'm going. But of course, halfway through, they get suspicious, you know. They look at their phones, they look at me, they're like, are you sure this is it? That's when I go, look at me. I'm an Uber driver now. This is why I find big white dudes relatable. Where are my big white dudes at? What's up, man? There, this guy. A guy like this, if this guy stands outside this comedy club, people will just start showing him with IDs. They think you're the bouncer. That's me at restaurants. Yeah. If I go inside or outside the restaurant and just stand there, they just hand me food. They're like, oh, Uber Eats, huh? Uber Eats, huh? It's been happening for 3 months. It's also been 3 months since I bought dinner. Yeah, I go to a restaurant, I stand there, they hand me food. I count 1, 2, 3, Uber Eats becomes Birungi Eats. I see some of you are drinking tonight. That's good. Got my drink. This is why I love the holidays. It's about drinking. No one will admit it, but it's about drinking. Which sucked for me the first time I moved to America. I went to a bar. I was excited. I was like, yeah, I gotta try out American drinks. And then I told the bartender, I was like, hey bartender, can I get a beer, the best American beer you have? And he was like, no. You gotta be 21 to drink beer in America. Now, for context, I'm from Uganda where the drinking age is 18, maybe. And then fast forward, I moved to college and I realized my American friends, when they'll turn 21, they'll go fucking crazy. Theme song for college was Lil Jon's Shots, Shots, Shots. I was like, yo, what's the big deal? I've been drinking since I was 10. But then I did some research, I realized it all came down to how we were raised. Yeah. Well, American parents were yelling at their kids like, hey, Tyler, eat up your food. There's starving kids in Africa. At the same time, you had African parents yelling at their kids like, hey, drink up. There are sober kids in America. I'm telling you, we even had UNICEF commercials where celebrities would come out and they'll be like, this is Tyler. For less than $2 a day, you can buy him at 40. Who here has moved to another country and lived there for like a year or so? Just yell it out. What country? Germany, all right. What else? France, bonjour. What else? Japan? Okay, cool. The reason I ask this is because, personally, I've lived half my life in 2 different countries, 2 different continents, you know, half in Africa, half in America. And I don't know if those people can attest to this, but some crazy thing happens when you do that. It's like you have an identity crisis at some point. Yeah, personally, I feel like my mind is divided into 2 parts. There's the African side, and then there's the African-American side, which complicates the way I think about things. Take an issue like police brutality. When I think about it, my African-American side is like, fuck the police! They're killing our people. Black Lives Matter. My African side is like, whoa, you got police over here? Like you call them when they show up? Wow! They have big guns, big cars, they even have shoes on. Shoes! Wow! My brother hates this joke. He's a policeman back home. What I'm trying to say is, I don't know if I'm a good African American. I don't know. I am learning the culture at the same time as you white people. I'm not kidding. Like I learned about something recently called boycotting. You know, when corporate America fucks with black people, the solution is boycott. Like when the brothers were arrested at Starbucks, they're like, boycott Starbucks. Then Heineken had a racist commercial, they're like, boycott Heineken. And then H&M had another one, boycott H&M. I'm like, how far am I gonna go with these boycotts? Boycott Starbucks, boycott Heineken, boycott H&M. If I keep boycotting, I'll be walking around butt naked and sober. You're gonna have brothers walking around with their dicks hanging out. You'll be like, who's that? Oh, that's Jamal. He's woke. And naked. In fact, I'm writing a TV show. We'll call it Woke, Naked, and Afraid. I got my green card recently. Okay, the people in the back get it. I've noticed when I tell an American audience I got my green card, a few people get it, the rest are like, yeah, cool story, bro. Mexican audience, I get a standing ovation at this point. Yeah, they're back there. They're doing the Mexican way. Woo! Quizela es imposible. I don't speak Spanish. Oh yeah, shout out to you, brother. There are many ways to get your green card. You could get it by having special skills or like, a special degree in biology, engineering. I don't know what the heck those people do. I got mine through marriage. Yeah, I took one of your girls. Deal with it. Which is great for me, but it sucks because some people accuse me of those phony green card marriages. They're like, oh, you married her for the green card, didn't you? Which is odd because this accusation started with now who is my mother-in-law. Yeah, proposed to my girl, like, baby, I love you. She's like, I love you too, mwah. And then we go to my mother-in-law, we're like, hey, we're getting married. She's like, oh my God, are you marrying my daughter for a green card? Please be honest, are you marrying my daughter for a green card? And I was like, ma'am, that is a strong accusation. You know I'm marrying your daughter because I love her. And most importantly, she has a good pussy. You made that. She done not made it so good. I'm telling you, while we were waiting for my green card, we had some of the best sex ever. I had no choice. At that point, I was fucking for my freedom. I was fucking for freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of a happy ending. I see some couples here tonight. Let me talk to the ladies for a minute. You're dating an American man who's not doing it right. You don't have to put up with that shit. All you need is a car. Drive to a place called Home Depot. Outside there is a bunch of undocumented men waiting to fuck your brains out. Those men may be undocumented, but that sex will be documented. You guys have been great. My name is Birungi. Thank you very much.